Oh, when Ethan Anderson was picked with the 61st selection in the MLB Draft last night, well, naturally, his phone did not stop ringing for a while, but a few messages stood out just a little bit more. His old coach at Cox High School, Matt Ittner, of course, one of the very first calls. Anderson still goes back to the Cox field to work out when he's home. UVA head coach Brian O'Connor, of course, also one of the first to reach out. Ethan joins a long list of who's to be drafted ever since O'Connor took over in Charlottesville. Now, that list also includes Chris Taylor. Chris Taylor, also a Cox High School alum, also a UVA alum who Anderson says he's developed a relationship with and looks to as a role model. There's been a lot of guys out of the 757 to have a lot of success in the MLB, but Anderson has a chance to do something especially unique as a player from Hampton Roads, because Anderson was drafted by the Baltimore Orioles with that 61st pick, meaning he's got a chance to be right back here in Norfolk before long.
Yeah, it's awesome, you know, growing up here in Virginia Beach, going to Tides games with my parents and friends. You know, that's one of those teams that, you know, I grew up watching. You know, I grew up a Red Sox fan, but, you know, the Baltimore Orioles is a great organization. You know, when you're a kid, you know, you dream of playing for, you know, the New York Yankees or the Boston Red Sox or the Baltimore Orioles.
Now, Anderson, not the only former who's now headed to the pros. Shortstop Griff O'Farrell, he kind of felt like the heart and soul of that Virginia team last season, also picked up by the Orioles with the 32nd pick in this draft. So we could see O'Farrell and Anderson come through Norfolk and play for the Tides at some point if they stay with that O's organization. But guess what? Anderson had a high school teammate picked as well. Fenwick Trimble goes to the Florida Marlins. Round 4, pick 122. They were teammates at Cox High School, both drafted today.